Welcome, everyone, to episode 36 of Over the Line podcast on the Degenerate Sports Network. This week, we have week 15 of the NFL, and then we're starting to get the early remnants of college bowl season. I don't know. There's really not many games this coming week up until our next show, but we'll hit on a majority of them. I know Shane's probably got a parlay for all of them together for something, so we'll be definitely getting into those. And obviously, NFL is quickly coming to an end. There's going to be some tight windows for teams getting into the playoffs. We'll definitely be talking about a few of those teams tonight. But before we do that, how did everyone's week go last week in betting?
Actually, for the first time this year, I hit one of those 6-leg parlays.
Are you serious?
You hit it?
Yeah, I hit the NFL.
What was it? What was your?
I bet $5 and I got it was like $240 or something like that.
Heck yeah, dude!
Yeah,
Hell
that covers all of my stupid parlays for
dude.
a while, so I'm happy with that.
You just got to keep doing it.
That's
awesome.
the dream. Is you want to just break even.
Last leg was the Chargers money line. So I was sweating it out.
Jalen Hurts, you got to send him a few bucks.
I jumped for joy when Joe
was
last week.
Yeah,
that was bad.
It was bad. That was a terrible football game.
Yeah, I do a 6-leg every week for college and NFL, and that's the first one I've hit. So
they're tough.
Finally,
hey, better late than never.
Yeah,
it's funny that you say that, Shane. It's like every gambler just dreams of breaking.
Oh yeah,
we just want to
be chasing that one for a while.
Yeah, you start a season, you're like, all right, I'm going to do good this year, and then by about mid-year, you're like, shit, I just need to break even. What can I do to break even here? All right, let's go ahead and get into some bets. Yeah, last week was a bloodbath for me. I got destroyed.
I was 1-2 on both college and NFL. I didn't hit. I will say just right off the bat, first of all, the Steelers, of course, do the thing that they do, which I wish I could be happy about, but I simply cannot. Which is it's a me problem. I'm not gonna lie. Rams definitely helped me out. They absolutely bitch slapped the Cardinals in the way that I expected them to.
Yeah.
Jets, let's just say that they ran out of quarterbacks pretty quickly, and also turns out if you run the ball for 240 yards, your quarterback doesn't have to be good.
Yeah.
So that kind of made it hard for my Tua thing to work out. So that's all I have to say. But also, Bears had a shot.
Yeah,
I guess I'll take that. So
it was close.
It was close.
Yeah. I got skunked in college football, and then the only bet that hit NFL for me was Bengals plus 5.5, and I was like, I should have bet this money line. Then it quickly turned in. Oh shit, are they even going to cover the 5.5?
Yep.
It was like in a matter of 3 minutes of game time.
Also, BYU felt good for about a quarter. And
didn't they go up? It was like they went up.
They
7-0.
scored first.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, here we go.
That was pretty much it. It was all she wrote. Also, I apologize, Casey. I've bet on your Ohio State Buckeyes. I should not have done so. Turns out, go Hoosiers.
That was just insane. But hey, last time we lost 13-10, we won the national championship. So
that's true. Also, I guess shout out Michigan.
Sharon Moore. Yeah.
I was waiting for that.
Sorry, wherever you are right now, Ronnie. I apologize. He knows what I'm talking about.
Someone put in the chat, what about Lane Kiffin?
Yeah. I mean,
he's like, yeah, another guy.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, that's not a guy you want to bring in after this scandal hits your campus.
Yeah. I don't know.
But you know what? Is it? I have a thought. Is that just like a thing that for not all college football coaches, but a majority of them, where it's like, is that kind of weird stuff happening in the background? You think
I think almost anyone that has a combination of status and money eventually starts doing that shit.
Yeah,
they just have so much power and quality with the head coaches compared to other head coaches in other sports.
Yeah. Besides Biff Poggi, I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know if you guys saw what I had to say about that one.
What, Biff and their Poggi right now?
I had to do it. I apologize. It was too good.
That's the first. Yeah, What a name.
Biff Poggi. That guy he's not real. I'm sorry. They made him up. I refuse to believe
that's it. Just when a kid gets named, you're like, yeah, that's gonna be a football coach right there.
Yeah, they're gonna be a football coach, or everyone's gonna laugh at you for the rest of your life. So you have a choice to make.
Football coach or like some shade tree mechanic down south, like Hoagie.
I think if I was like, not that I don't want to spend too much time on this before we actually get into what the show is about. But I think if I was like an interviewer or if I was a reporter and the first time I had a chance to talk to Biff Poggi, I'm probably gonna have to be like, so is it short for like Bifford Pogoni or something? Like, what is this? Is this a short? Is this a nickname or is this your parents named you this? All right, cool. I guess.
Yeah, it's a weird name. I am curious what his full, like if that's like his actual name. It could be.
Now I have to look it up while you continue the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get into our hockey bets.
Oh no, he's the whitest man I've ever seen as well.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Dude, look at some of Look at some of his pictures, man. He's got like some of the deepest V-necks you'll ever see.
I just saw that. Good for him.
Yeah.
The most interesting man in college football? What?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a rabbit hole you can go down.
Oh, boy. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. But we'll go ahead and get into our NHL picks. I have 2 goal scorers for tomorrow. I have Sidney Crosby at plus 150. And then this one's going to piss me off if it doesn't hit again because I've been, like, missing on this guy. And I got Connor McDavid at plus 135. But every time I bet him, Draisaitl scores. And then the next night I'll bet Draisaitl and then McDavid scores. Yeah. So I'm just like – I'm chasing it right now.
Sure.
So I'm hoping this hits. But Crosby and McDavid to score tomorrow at plus 487.
Nice.
All right. Jake, what do you got for tomorrow? Or tonight? I don't know, whatever you have for hockey.
I have a couple for tomorrow.
Okay.
I took the Flyers money line against Vegas at plus 122. Philadelphia's in a stacked division, but they're playing some pretty good hockey, and Vegas has just been kind of up and down. So I think it's decent value at home. These teams are pretty similar this year, anyways. I took Ottawa minus 1.5 against Columbus, mainly because it's at plus 205. Like it's rare to see that good of value for a favorite, and Ottawa's a pretty good team this year, so I'm rolling with that. And then I have the Leafs minus 1.5 against the Sharks at plus 116. It does hurt to make that bet a little bit, but this is not a game the Sharks are going to win. Like they just don't win this game. And Toronto's playing much better recently after a bad start, so I think it plus 116. It's too good a value to pass up there. And then the last one I had, again, just a favorite with really good odds. Buffalo minus 1.5 against Vancouver. It's at plus 205. So even though it's Buffalo, who's perpetually bad, still good value. And Vancouver is really disappointing this year. They're like, I think they're last in the Western Conference right now. But yeah, so those 4 come out to plus 4,360.
Nice.
And 3 of them are favorites. So
yeah, that's pretty good odds.
It's just pretty long odds on all of them.
Hey, you're feeling it though. You just hit that 6 leg.
Yeah,
gotta ride the hot hand while you can.
I do not have anything to contribute to hockey, but it turns out his real name, Biff Poggi's real name, Francis Xavier Biff Poggi. So I actually agree. Biff is probably better.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Francis.
I can't figure out why he's named that or why he calls himself. I don't know. But yeah, turns out that is not his. We'll say God-given name.
I'm just gonna act like I didn't hear that. I'm just gonna assume his real name is Biff.
Oh, it is. Yeah, everyone calls him that, so it clearly is. He's definitely going.
Yeah,
Biff, but good for him.
If that's, I'm going to assume that's what the IRS like when they do his taxes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's Biff for sure.
Yeah.
Also, while I was looking that up, turns out Tyrann Mathieu is trying to get Underwood to go to LSU now. So.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, Michigan, man, they just can't
Yeah.
They got that one national title, and it's just been like, all right, how many scandals can we pack into a 3-year period? Let's do it.
That's
Anyway.
9. That's just
Yep.
9, bro.
That's just yeah. You know, they're shooting for 9. They're getting there.
Yeah.
We'll see how many. Let's see how many more they can get.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and get into NBA. Shane, go ahead and tip us off for your NBA picks.
All right. So I got 3 games for tomorrow and then a game for Saturday. I have the Celtics -8.5 at the Bucks. Bucks just, man, I think it's never been more over. I think, unfortunately for the Bucks, the Giannis situation. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, but it's just not great. Celtics are starting to at least kind of look like a competent team again. Rockets -9.5 because the Clippers are mega ass. Like, oh my god, holy shit, how are they this bad? Levels of ass. The Chris Paul situation, I think, is bad karma. For basically being like, hey, you guys are like, we're gonna cut you because you're telling us how bad we are when we're bad. It's like, yeah, dude, that's kind of what was going on.
How dare you tell us we're 3-1?
Yeah.
It's like, how dare you tell us that we're bad? And it's like, well, isn't that kind of why I'm here to like be a whatever? Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna definitely be hammering any bet against them.
Yeah.
Blazers -4.5 the Pelicans because the Pelicans are not really a basketball team most of the time. I'm not really sure what to call them, but it won't be an NBA team. So that's kind of all I'd say about that. And the Knicks -4 at the Magic. Knicks, I think, better team. Magic have been good. They actually are the reason why we're not sweating anything tonight, guys. With that bet that I made, where it only let me pick like games from like yesterday.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they took care of the Heat a little too well for that to stick around. So, but I will take the Knicks there, and that is at plus 1,217 altogether.
Nice. Jake, what do you got?
I actually have almost the same exact picks as Shane, so this could be bad news. But
oh no.
I have the Celtics as well. I have them at -9.
Okay.
They're playing much better after a bad start to the year, and Bucks with injured Giannis is not
it's
not fun to me. And then going Rockets -9.5 against the Clippers. Clippers are horrible.
Yep.
And that's also why I'm going the Nuggets -10 against the Kings because the Kings are horrible.
Yeah,
so just 3 favorites. Yeah. So that's a little small one. It comes out to plus 602, but I feel like they're all locks.
Yeah, I like that. All right, I have a I have a bet that's actually going to be tipping off here in about 20 minutes. The Spurs and Lakers. Just a small 3-leg parlay. Because I just had my 3 picks here. I have Luka Doncic 30+, Austin Reeves 3+ made threes, and then De'Aaron Fox 20+ points. That was at plus 269, but I got a 50% boost on it to plus 404.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
feels very doable.
Yeah, it felt doable, and with the boost, I just had to take it. But that's what I have for NBA. Now let's go ahead and get into the fun stuff, the football, even though the games we're going to be talking about right now are not the best of games, not the best of slate until
we got the early bowls.
Yeah.
Which definitely I want to get you guys to give me some of your favorite bowls that don't exist. Like what would you make a bowl if you could? I have a few for sure. We can definitely
let me think about it. Yeah,
we can do that post.
Like teams?
No, like if we were to be like, all right, I want this bowl to get spawned. Yeah, the name of
the bowl. Nice.
Like I have a few in mind for sure that we need to. I love doing that this time of year. It's like, what would be a good bowl game? Because we got the Pop-Tart Bowl. That's the funniest one in my opinion. I love it. They go all out for it. I respect it. But yeah.
No, I like that. Yeah, I'll think of something for that. But let's go ahead and kick off here. Let me go ahead and do my favorite bet. This one, new coach bump.
Ooh.
Old Dominion at South Florida. Well, I don't know if it's really at South Florida. I should have looked up what this bowl game was called. That was on me. But I'm thinking South Florida -3.5 on this one at -105 with the new coach bump of Brian Hartline, even though he's not there right now.
He's on his way.
He's on his way. So they're feeling pretty good right now. So, yeah, -3.5. That's my favorite bet for this weekend. Shane, I know we talked a little bit about how you were kind of betting every game. Do you have a favorite for this one, or do you want to wait till the end? And
No, I can do my favorite.
All right.
I think my favorite one of these is also actually the same as yours, South Florida minus 3.5 at Old Dominion. I think that South Florida, obviously, the whole Brian Hart line of it all, like it's going to be interesting to see how that works out because obviously, like I kind of thought the Hart line wouldn't leave until it was kind of a more like prominent head coaching job. But I actually kind of like the idea of him taking a shot at a little bit lower level of competition before making the leap to being a head coach. Because this is a guy that mostly has kind of been known for one thing in particular, and that being developing wide receivers. So giving himself a chance to run the show for a smaller program is probably a good idea. And the vibes are just pretty good, I think, with the program right now. So I'll take South Florida there.
And I found it's called the Cure Bowl. That's what it is.
Cures what ails you.
I don't know what they're curing, but they're curing it in that bowl.
All right, there you go.
All right, Jake, what do you got? What's your favorite bet?
So I didn't bet on any of these bowl games just because that scares me a little bit. That's how random it can be. So I just, especially these, because it's like it's so hard for me to remember like who is even playing in these.
Yeah,
like players and teams. But I did do some FCS bets, so I went back to the well for the quarterfinals this week. And my favorite would be Stephen F. Austin plus 11.5 against Montana
Stephen
State.
did what's it? No, sorry. I do that every time they're brought up for anything. I'm like, wait, who's doing what too? Sorry.
I'm not going to be able to read it any differently now. But Montana State had a similar spread last week, and they did win, but they almost choked the game away in the fourth quarter. And Stephen F. Austin, they do have a good offense. They can put up points.
Mm-hmm.
I think Montana State wins this game, especially at home in the snow in Montana. But I think 11.5 is just a little much for how they played last week.
I get it. Yeah, I kind of would have been disappointed if you didn't go FCS, honestly. So I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. My lock, I'm going to the LA Bowl. Neither of these teams are from the Los Angeles area, but I'm going Boise State, Washington, over 52.5, minus 114. These bowl games sometimes feel like the defenses just don't get on the planes or buses or however they get to the stadium, and the offenses just have a fun time, and there's like a 45-50 game or something like that. So I'm taking over 52.5 in this one.
I like it. Yeah, defense, like, I don't know. I think it's harder for defenses to, like, care about these games, especially if you're a team that had bigger aspirations. You know what I mean? But it's tough, I think, for a lot of these things. Because, again, like, even if you're a lower-level program, like, if you have any, like, decent NFL talent, potentially, those guys aren't going to play in these games most of the time anymore. And, like, I kind of respect that at this point because it's like, all right, is this really what we're doing?
Yeah.
Like,
you're gonna risk your career in the LA Bowl.
Yeah, like what are we doing here? No, so but my lock, I'm gonna go Navy minus 6.5 over Army in the Army Navy game. Had to bet this one, of course. Got to. Navy's just good, like legitimately good. I think Army's fine, but I think Navy's just a better team right now. And I think that touchdown favorite feels a little bit much maybe, but I do think that they will be able to take care of business by at least touchdowns still.
I like it. All right, Jake.
Yeah.
What's your lock in the FCS? What should we be looking out for?
My lock this week is Montana minus 8.5 against South Dakota. Montana played a really good South Dakota State team, which was thought to be a championship contender last week, and I picked South Dakota State, and they lost by 25.
Dang.
So Montana kind of proved themselves as not being frauds last week. So they're playing a South Dakota team that's just like they're good, but they're not really near a championship-worthy team. And I think this Montana team could be. So, I mean, they just beat a much better team at home by a lot more. So I think minus 8.5 is a pretty good line for them here.
Yeah, I like that. All right, underdogs. There really wasn't much to choose from out of these games, and I have a feeling that Shane might have the same one as me, and I don't think Jake will if he's going FCS. But I'm going Army money line at plus 190. Why not? At this point, you have to bet on the game. It's just like a legal binding contract you sign when you bet. You just have to bet this game, get it over with. So I'm taking Army money line at plus 190.
Well, it'd be conflicting with my lock if I picked Army over.
Yeah. Oh, duh. Yeah. Sorry. Duh.
I'm betting both ways. Fuck
yeah.
Also, Thunder just beat the Suns by 49, so they're going to be the best team ever, I guess.
They just set a record for most consecutive wins in their franchise.
Yeah, they're pretty good, I would say. Yeah. Helps when you have umpteenth lottery picks every.
They had that has to be the best rebuild ever.
Oh, it's definitely the best rebuild ever. I think also
they hit on every single draft.
Yeah,
pretty much, and they basically built a team that is injury proof because isn't Shea not playing right now?
I don't know.
And they won by 49.
Yeah,
against another NBA team that isn't the Suns. Also, good team recently.
Yeah,
I'm starting to get worried that it's going to be like the Warriors when they won 3 years in a row.
But the thing,
man,
it won't feel the same way.
It will when they start. It will once they start winning.
It will when they beat whoever comes out of the East in a gentleman's sweep in the finals. It will.
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, more so the way they did it though. It was ethical.
True.
You know what I mean? Because before the Durant thing, I didn't hate the Warriors.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. That's true.
This is cool that they're doing this with all these dudes they drafted, and they're doing it in a cool way. Once Kevin got there, it's all right, guys. This isn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
Are you even having fun? Do you guys even like what's happening right now? I can't imagine you do.
Yeah.
But if the Thunder do it, I'm all right, well, am I supposed to be mad at the Thunder for getting draft picks from stupid teams? Am I supposed to be mad at them for that? No, I'm mad at the idiots who gave him picks.
You know what I saw yesterday? They traded Serge Ibaka for Sabonis and Oladipo, and then they traded that for Paul George, or one of those two for Paul George, and then they traded Paul George for SGA.
Yeah,
and now they turned Serge Ibaka into SGA.
Hey, you know crazy.
What? Paperclip into a house, baby.
And they got 4 picks in that trade too.
Yeah, it was an insane situation.
Insane.
So, good for them. Anyway, my upset pick is pretty much just because it's the only one that had good odds in turn, fun odds to bet on, and also I could theoretically see happening. Boise State upset over Washington.
Yeah.
Washington's good, but I don't think they're 10 points better than Washington.
No.
And so I don't think Washington's 10 points better than Boise State.
Yeah.
And in a slate that I'm picking from where it's I guess I could take the plus 128 or whatever on some of these games. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
I know.
I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to take Boise State. Do I think they're actually going to win? I don't know. Probably not, but I'll take the shot. Washington's weird. Sometimes the quarterback for them is really good, and other times he can't play. It's weird. I don't know what to do with him. So we'll see.
I like it. I was contemplating it. All right, Jake. What's the upset pick in the FCS this week?
I wish the value was a little better on this, but I'm going with Illinois State money line at plus 104. They beat North Dakota State last week.
They did.
Who was North Dakota State? I legitimately thought was a top 40 FBS team.
Yeah,
and Illinois State beat them on the road. I would probably, I think they're pretty even with UC Davis, but UC Davis is about 30 minutes down the highway from me, and their semester ends on Friday. So the students have to move out of their student living on Friday, and the game is on Saturday. So as silly as that sounds, that plus the fact that this team just beat the best FCS team ever, I'm just going their money line at plus 104.
Nice.
You know what?
Yeah, that's my analysis.
Yeah,
I cannot fault it at all.
Yeah,
that sounds like what you should do.
Yeah,
frankly.
It's FCS like this and FBS. That probably doesn't matter, but like this, there's so much more just like randomness that like that. I think that legitimately could mess with.
Yeah, it would impact. Yeah, it totally would. All right, before we get into our parlays here, I did want to visit the question you asked, like our bowl ones. I have a very controversial one, and then I have a non-controversial one.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Which one would you like to hear first?
Let's go with the non-controversial one.
All right.
Let's make you sweat that one out a little bit longer.
Taco Bell, and so hear me out.
Okay, I'm already in, by the way.
Yeah, when the game ends, instead of confetti, it's just like fire, hot sauce packets, hot, and then the mild, and it just rains down. And then, like, there's a designated, at least one time, you have to kick, instead of a ball, it's like a grilled cheese burrito or something. You have to kick a grilled cheese burrito in the wrapper still.
I can get behind it.
They should do that and then, like, ring the bell. Like whenever down
you should hear the Taco Bell.
That'd be sick.
Every time they score.
Bring the dog back and everything.
I like it.
And then my controversial one is Nerf guns. I don't know if you want me to go further into that one or not.
No, actually, I'd like to hear more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to hear more.
So Nerf guns, and then each team you get a set amount of Nerf bullets you can shoot. You get 10. After that, it's a penalty, 15-yard penalty. So you can shoot as many as you want, but it's 15-yard after 10.
That's
awesome. Like, when they go out and shoot and they get their touchdowns and they go out there and like, they can do that. They can shoot a little Nerf bullet if they want. After that 10th one, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, like for their celebrations?
Yeah, celebrations. Or if,
awesome.
Defense gets all pissed off after they just get like a 60-yard nuke over their head, and then the cornerback gets all upset. He can shoot that gun off or something. Whatever he wants to do.
That's like Ja Morant's favorite.
Yeah,
he would join the football team just to.
Yeah, and then here's the kicker: the winner. Those big like turret Nerf guns. The winner can just go on the 50-yard line. Everyone gets one. They can just shoot up in the air in celebration, and then that's it for that one.
I like it.
I
don't think it's controversial.
It could be.
It's Nerf. I think the funnier way to do it would be if it's just Nerf and you have to play the game with a Nerf football instead of a regular football.
Oh, okay. See, there we go.
That'd be
cool.
the
whistle ball.
Yeah, the whistle. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And then everyone has to be dead silent, and all we hear is the whistle.
Oh I would pay to watch like a college team. Like a college level team and play each other with a Nerf football. It'd be very fun.
You can only run the ball one per drive.
Yeah,
that way
one carry per drive. That's it. The rest of the time you got to sling that thing.
Yeah.
So, but no, I like that. I had a couple that I thought was really funny. Like first one for me, the DoorDash Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Just funny, just to think about DoorDash sponsoring a bowl game. I don't know why. It's just like, all right, like. Kind of cracks me up. I think there was I forget if there was one at one point, but I like the idea of a Domino's bowl, and the winners they eat like those terrible pasta bowls from Domino's after they win. They have to get handed those, and they're like, we don't actually, I'm good, like I don't need that. The Discord bowl.
Oh no! Just the live chat on the video board the whole time.
I was thinking like PS5 bowl or something.
Well, there's the Xbox bowl this year.
Yeah.
So there's
just the live chat the whole time. Some 30-year-old dude say, "Your ass, my parlay, your ass."
Yeah. The Canva bowl.
Oh,
just the worst graphics on all the stuff for some reason. Someone made it like yesterday. I don't know. Those are some of the ones I thought was really good. There's another one I thought of, but Jake, you have anything to contribute here?
Okay. It's kind of graphic, but there's this like
yes, we love it. Okay.
In Sacramento, there's like this like fishing store, and it's called like Master and then bait and tackle.
Yeah. Master bait and tackle, yeah.
So when we were thinking about it earlier, I was thinking about that would be a funny name, like the Master bait and tackle bowl.
And the MVP is the Master.
Like, wait, I have to, yeah, exactly. It's like, wait, I have to do what for a tackle?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. The underdog bowl, like the underdog fantasy, like because it's just like, wait, should we only put like 5 and 7 teams in this bowl?
Are they letting betting platforms?
Listen, at this point, Casey, why not? They've already let the dogs out.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
There's got to be like a DraftKings bowl.
DraftKings bowl, FanDuel bowl.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Like, why not at this point? The sleeper bowl.
Yeah.
There you go. No, anyway, I thought that would be fun to talk about.
I'm sure there's going to be some good ones that pop up that like you would never even think of that are actually going to be real bowls.
Some of the bowls we've had in the past are so fucking awesome.
Yeah. There was like a waffle bowl or something like that 2 years ago. I remember we talked about it on the show.
That's right. Yeah.
Let's go ahead. Yeah, because I remember they got like luggage tags. That was it. And it was a like a waffle. The shape of a waffle was their only thing. All right.
Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Uh-oh. Shane, I think Aaron Rodgers best described the situation post-game for the Steelers win. Maybe now Steelers Nation will
This
shut
is
the
not
hell
the
up.
show that I do. This is not the Steelers show, Derpy. I appreciate the engagement, but I don't want to talk about Aaron Rodgers right now, dude. I'm sorry. We can talk about it. You don't go watch the. Listen, we had a show when they went up at 5 o'clock today. You can go watch on Still Curtain channel. I'd appreciate it if you do that. You can leave as many comments about Aaron Rodgers as you want. I'm not talking about Aaron Rodgers right now. Now, in a minute, I might. I don't remember. I have to check my NFL best again. But in terms of whatever he had to say, I don't care. That's awesome.
He's leading that team to the playoff, Shane. Just accept it. All right, let's go ahead and get into our parlays here for college football. I just had my 3 picks.
At 9 and 8. At 9 and 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
As God intended.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Army money line over 52.5. Boise State, Washington, South Florida -3.5 against Old Dominion. All 3 of those together are plus 962. Let's hope I can change that 0-3 from last week to a 3-0 this week.
That would be ideal. I have a lot of picks that I mentioned before, but I don't have any money lines in my parlay because I'm frankly, I'm afraid to compete. Maybe you're not Steelers. You know what? Listen.
I love you, Derpy.
Listen, you have to, I'm begging you have to.
Derpy is the MVP of the chat.
Yeah, yes. You have to give me a break sometimes, buddy. I cover the team professionally. I need a break sometimes. I just want to talk about stupid bowl game names, and I want to talk about how Steven is effing Austin or whatever we did earlier. I don't want to have to talk about Aaron Rodgers on every time I'm on camera ever. I just don't want to do it. Maybe that makes me not a Steelers fan.
You don't sound like a Steelers fan, bro.
Exactly. Like I don't. That's fine. Yeah, I know I have the Steelers hat on, Steelers background. I get it. Sometimes I need to just not do it. Sometimes I have to not do it. But no, I appreciate it. Yeah, I do appreciate it. Though. Goodness gracious. Shit. All right. Anyway. No, I desperately need to just hit something, so I'm not taking the money lines this time because that's what always gets me in trouble. Navy -6.5. I mentioned already. Boise State +9.5 instead of the upset because again I'm a coward. South Florida -3.5. Louisiana -3.5 over Delaware, and then Jacksonville State +3.5 at home, or I guess not at home, but in the bowl game against Troy. Troy put up a little bit of a fight against James Madison, but it was a weird. I don't know.
I'm sorry, dude. Derpy is just. I just keep reading the comments.
Maybe you're not a Steelers fan. You know what? Honestly, sometimes I wondered myself. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Sometimes they make it hard. Sometimes they make it hard, man.
All right, I'm bringing it in.
Anyway, that's my parlay. That is altogether, by the way, since I didn't mention it, plus 2,522.
Nice. All right. Jake, what do you got?
It's only 5 picks for me. There wasn't really many games that I liked, but I have the Illinois State money line, Montana -8.5. I took Villanova +11.5 against Tarleton State. Stephen F. Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Shane.
Yep, no problem.
+11.5, and then I did take Navy -6.5 just because I felt like I had to bet that game for the show, but like I didn't really want to.
Fair.
Yeah.
So I just took the favorite because it's less than a touchdown. And Army, I just don't think Army's very good.
Yeah.
Navy is actually pretty good.
but-
I think, so.
Yeah. So those 5 come out to plus 2,711.
I like it.
All right.
Just a 5 pick.
Just 5, light.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get into the NFL. All right, now we can talk about the Steelers derby.
Maybe we will.
I'm just kidding. All
We
right.
will be.
Right.
All right, my favorite pick for the NFL this week, and I hate to do this to the Colts, but it's Seattle minus 13.5. The game is in Seattle. Seattle is a wagon right now on defense, and who's going to play quarterback for the Colts? Is it going to be Riley Leonard? Is it going to be
Brett Ripien?
Is it going to be Old Man Rivers? Like
Grandpa Rivers.
Yeah, like who's it going to be? But Seahawks minus 13.5. I asked Dalton what his magic number was for the over and the Colts wins because I'm pretty sure
it was 9.
9 or 10, and he said it last week, and he said it's going to hit pretty easily, and I didn't want to say it on the show, but I think he might have mushed it. We're in mush territory where he might have just mushed that bet, but
you hate to see it, but unfortunately,
they have a pretty tough schedule too.
That's the thing too, right? Like
it's not looking great right now for Indianapolis. But yeah, Seattle minus 13.5 in this game. I'll take it all day long.
It's unfortunate, but I can't really argue with that very much.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
And they have a couple injuries on defense right now.
They do. They really are going. Like I really thought that they figured it out, and I was going to be wrong about them. And then just the freaking house fell apart.
Yeah.
Foundations blew apart. I have to say something though too with the Phillip Rivers thing. It feels like it's a joke still, kind of.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that about a person just getting to do something, but what is this about? I understand you're down potentially 3 quarterbacks if Leonard's knee isn't good to go.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers played a snap last in 2021, technically, I think, because it would have been during the playoffs of 2020. That's a long fucking time ago. And he was 39 when that happened.
Yeah.
The last time I could remember something like this happening that I could find that this happened, which if either of you know who this is besides me, which I would because I'm an asshole, do you know who Steve DeBerg is?
Nope.
He was the last person that I could find that played a game 5+ years after retiring the first time at quarterback. And it was actually very funny because he was also 39 when he retired and then came back at 44, threw 60 passes for the Falcons in 1998 and then quit again. It was not good when he did it. Now, obviously, Phillip Rivers is a potential Hall of Famer, and Steve DeBerg was not, because if he was, you probably would have heard about him and not just me. But it's still just this doesn't happen for a reason. And I don't know if you guys saw the bit of practice film, or practice clips that came out. That man looks older than 44.
Yeah.
I just don't. There are so many quarterbacks that I would rather try. It's just crazy to me that and I'm not saying a guy like Trey Lance would have done anything, but there are guys that started 6 games and then the NFL was yeah, you can't start anymore.
Yeah.
And Phillip Rivers, the last year was the COVID year.
Yeah.
and he wasn't that good that year.
He was good. He was fine.
He was fine.
39 years old.
He was an old quarterback, and now he hasn't played. I mean, all he does is, he coaches football, so.
And people are
he's not running
the
around.
Offense he runs is the same as this one. It's great.
That was the funniest thing I saw.
That's great. I'm not worried about him knowing what to do. I'm worried about him dying on the field because he's 44.
Even practice for how I'd be surprised if he doesn't pull a hamstring in practice or something.
Yeah.
If he's.
Frank Ragnow retired for one off season and tried to come back and pulled his hamstring and couldn't come back.
Yeah.
He's 30, 2 or whatever.
And they didn't. Yeah.
I know it's playing center, it's different, but and he was saying I'm certainly weighed not the same weight I did when I played last. And it's like, well, I never was able to run away from anyone anyway. It's like, Philip, this is not a joke. You
Yeah.
might have to play a real NFL football game at some point, and you're 44. This is not
Yeah,
fun.
you're gonna get hit by a 23-year-old
Yeah.
edge rusher and just like
God,
crumble.
don't they play the Texans again still this year?
I think they do. I think it's the last game for them.
Yeah, they have. Yeah,
Could
they
you
have the
imagine Will
Seahawks,
Anderson hitting
Niners,
him?
and then Texans.
Could you imagine Will Anderson hitting him
Yeah.
off the blind side? He might turn into dust. And his 50 kids might have to figure out what to do with him.
Yeah.
Like, what do we? Anyway, sorry, we spent enough time on that. Yeah. So Seahawks. Yeah, I would pick them regardless of what's going on. I think the Colts are just kind of cooked, unfortunately.
Yeah.
My favorite bet. This one I really hate doing this because of specifically just the day the game is happening, that being tomorrow, right? But this feels like Tampa having to turn the ship around at some point. And what would be a better time than a Falcons team visiting who just has nothing going on? With Drake London out, this offense is horrendous. It is somehow the Kyle Pitts show. We've reached that point in the season where Kyle Pitts is the most threatening person on this football team because Bijan Robinson can't do a whole lot whenever the most threatening player other than him is Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
I just, if this Falcons team doesn't get beat pretty comfortably, then I think Tampa should just concede the division to the Panthers so we get to see whatever the hell that looks like in the playoffs. That would be really fun, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bucks minus 4.5. If they can't get this done at home, then I think that they don't deserve to make the playoffs. So.
I mean, they just lost to the Saints.
Yeah,
so
the Tyler Shuck experience.
Yeah, that's why I'm just nervous about this game for them.
Shucked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not good right now, so they better figure it out.
Yeah. My favorite bet this week. I kind of hate to do this, but I know that it's going to happen. I'm going to take the Raiders plus 11.5 against Philadelphia. I don't think that they'll win this game, but there's always, in a year that the Raiders are tanking, which is pretty much every year, there's always a game in which they either win when they're not supposed to, or they are close when they're not supposed to. Like last year against the Chiefs, I think they were 10-point underdogs, and they would have won if they didn't fumble a snap in the most Raiders fashion possible.
Yeah,
but I remember that too. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, I was actually kind of happy when it happened because
I get it. Yeah, good thing they took a running back 6th overall with no offensive line.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
It's crazy how things work out. Huh?
Yep.
If they won that, they probably don't even get.
It's true.
But
probably the Bears get them.
Oh, that'd be scary.
Yeah, right.
Kind of scary.
No offense, close to Loveland.
He probably does too.
You think so? Sorry.
But yeah, I don't know. The Eagles are just bad vibes right now. They're just. I don't know what to say besides I keep betting against them and comparing them to 2023, but every week I feel like it gets closer and closer to that. I do think they'll beat the Raiders here. Kenny Pickett is not going to win a football game, but
not Kenny Pickett.
I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be closer than 11.5.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a mini Pickett revenge game.
Oh, honestly, you said revenge game. I'm like, what are you talking about? Never mind. He did in fact play for the Eagles. You're right.
Yeah, it's one of the 5 teams he's been on.
Dude, that dude's getting passed around way too much. I feel bad for him, kind of. I don't actually. I don't care. I'll talk about him later.
Yeah.
Dude, the Eagles' worst enemy right now is the forward pass, and it's really the Eagles wish they played 19.
I kind of feel bad though for. I don't feel bad.
No, you don't feel bad for John.
Some of the throws weren't on him. There were a couple throws that he made where it was he was getting the ball there, and then AJ Brown dropped a few. Devontae dropped one. It wasn't all on him.
It certainly wasn't all on him, but again, when they have to try to play offense in a real way, it tends to look like that sometimes. And I'm all right, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I get it.
They can't just press the Saquon Barkley button anymore, and then it just works. So.
Unfortunately, used all that last year.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get into our locks for this week. This game, I feel like should be points. I have Detroit Lions at Los Angeles Rams over 54.5 at -120.
I like that.
I know this Rams defense is really good, and the Lions are still like trying to find an identity. One week we think they're back, and the next week they can't get anything together. But I'm going to hope that they can get some offense going against this Rams defense and get this 54.5 mark easily.
I like that. That feels like,
Yeah.
the Goff Stafford
Yeah.
situation's always fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with the Lions right now, man. Like every year just feels like, oh, okay, they're awesome, but none of their players play.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
They have two of the highest paid safeties in the league, both deservedly so, and then they just don't play any games now. So it's like, all right, cool. Like corner, nobody plays. Terran Arnold's played like I feel like 12 games in his career so far. I don't know what that's about. That just frustrates me. Like they're basically the NFC Chargers most of the time. It feels like. And it's not. That's not good to be the NFC Chargers.
Yeah,
it's not.
But no, I like that one. My favorite, or not my favorite, my lock. I hesitate to do this because I feel like it's kind of crazy that this is even like that. I can even bet this at plus odds. Patriots money line at home against the Bills. Like the Bills. They can put it on you offensively sometimes, and they certainly did to the Bengals. But that's because the Bengals don't play defense, guys.
No,
Josh Allen could just have played running back in this game, and they would have won the game. Like, let's be real. Like they're not good. Burrow tried his best; it didn't work. They still gave him 39, but I know the one was pick six, blah, whatever.
Yeah.
But the Patriots, like, they took care of business in this matchup the first time, and like beating a team twice in the regular season is tough, especially a team as good as the Bills. They're just still the Bills are just susceptible to stuff, man. Like they just are defensively.
Yeah.
And I think a player like Drake May, where his superpower is his accuracy this year, like the zone coverage and the stuff that they do for the Bills defense that allows them to kind of be one of the better pass defenses statistically, just doesn't really hold up against a player like him. And you could tell that in the first matchup. And I think them being underdogs at home is crazy. I just think that I don't understand that at this point. So I'm going to take them to win. Now, of course, they're going to get blown out because that's what happens to players or to that situation. But just, again, I just don't like the fact that the odds are where they're at with that game.
Yeah.
That's a plus 100.
Yeah. I had that in my parlay also.
Nice.
Yeah. I get like the Bills have won the division the last handful of years, but I just don't get that.
This team lost to the Dolphins.
30-13.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Dolphins, they are not my lock, but my lock is the Steelers -3.5. The Dolphins in the last 10 games they've played it's under 40 degrees at kickoff, they're 0-10 and they've covered the spread once. So I know that they are much more focused on the run now than they were earlier in the year. So I do credit them there. They actually this season have started to play like big boy football, which I do respect. And their running game has come a long way. So I mean, I think they've won 5 of 6. So you have to respect the Dolphins here. But I don't know. I have to see them win a game. It's going to be like under 20 degrees for this game.
Yeah.
Probably. I think the high is like 21 or something like that for the game.
We could see this dip under 10 degrees possibly.
Yeah. I have to see the Dolphins win in that scenario for me to believe it. And I've literally never seen it with this group of players. So it scares me to bet this, honestly, because the Dolphins have been probably the hottest team in the league over the last like 2 months. But I have to see them win in the cold, and they can't do it. And they're 1-9 against the spread in their last 10 games under 40 degrees. So I just got to see it to believe it.
Yeah, and this is like a environment that Pittsburgh thrives in. So
this just doesn't feel like a game the Dolphins are going to win. You know,
no, it doesn't.
It just has the vibe.
It doesn't. But I do worry about the Dolphins, the way that they're structured currently, being able to overcome some of the stuff that has prevented them from winning in the cold. Because the biggest problem they have in the cold is that Tua can't play in the cold, frankly. Like he already can't play quarterback half the time as it is. When it gets below 40, he literally can't play quarterback. Yeah. Like he had 2 good drives against the Jets last week when it was pretty cold, and then he just basically didn't do anything else the rest of the game because he didn't have to.
Yeah.
Because Brady Cook was playing quarterback for the Jets for a lot of that game. So why would you have to throw the ball?
Yeah.
But I do think their new approach offensively is going to give them a fighting chance in this game. But the Steelers this is a fun stat. They have won 22 consecutive home Monday Night Football games.
Hell yeah.
So they tend to be doing good.
I forgot about that stat.
Yeah. It's a weird stat to think about, but they have won 22 consecutive home Monday night games, including maybe the funniest game in the history of Monday Night Football, the 3-0 Dolphins-Steelers Mud Bowl from 2007.
Oh, no.
Is that the game where the
ball was stuck into the ground on
Yeah.
a punt? Yes, you're right. That is that game where they won on a barely made, I think, Jeff Reed field goal, I believe, is who would have done that at the time. Not expecting that in this situation, but again, the Dolphins, this is about as bad of a matchup as it gets from terms of like a weather and situation standpoint. So
Yeah.
I get it.
All right, let's go ahead and get into our underdogs. Shane already talked about this one, but I have to take the Patriots at plus 100. I know it's not a fun one, but
easy.
Yeah, you have to take it. Like a home underdog that's got I think they have the best record in the league right now, or they're tied for the best record in the league.
Yeah, with the Broncos. The Broncos are the number one seed right now, based off something or other. But they're both 11-2.
Yeah, so and they've already beat the Bills this season. I know it's hard to beat a team twice, but the Bills are just so hit or miss this season. We don't know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Patriots just seem pretty solid. They're able to weather some storms whenever they do come. So I like Patriots money line plus 100. I would not be shocked if this starts to go into the favor of the Patriots by the kickoff.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
So I had an underdog, and then I was like, you know what? Screw it. Why not? Raiders money line.
My God.
We're doing it.
I'm doing it separately. I love it.
The Kenny Pickett revenge game is real, Jake.
Yeah.
He's seen Geno Smith play the worst brand of football of his career, and that includes his time with the Jets, in my opinion. He's ready to go. He wants to prove that I should have been really the guy from the get-go if we're going to be this bad on offense. And is he going to do anything? No. But the Eagles are going to beat themselves because that's currently what they be doing. And it's frustrating as hell for me to watch because this is a team that should be much better than it is.
Yeah.
And a team that should be much better than it is, playing a team that I thought was still going to be better, but it is the Raiders, so can I be that shocked that they're bad? They piss me off more than the Raiders piss me off. The Raiders are just not good at this whole thing. The Eagles should be better at this. They should be ashamed of themselves. I had to watch the worst-ass Monday night game of my life because of this team.
Yeah.
And I had to watch the quarterback turn the ball over twice in one play. I still can't believe that happened. I cannot accept that. I cannot respect this game.
It happened.
Listen.
That was so funny.
Jalen Hurts. Listen.
Did you see the Monsters Inc.
That
it just stopped working.
Because they're like, we weren't prepared for this. How this isn't
the AI is not ready for this.
It's like, listen. If you were a fan of Jalen Hurts, as an Eagles fan especially, and again, I don't think Jalen Hurts is bad. But I think if you watch that football game and tell me with a straight face that that's one of the 5 best players in his position in the NFL, what do you want me to do about that?
It's not true.
Again, the forward pass is the greatest enemy of this football team, because even when it works, everyone's mad.
Yeah.
AJ Brown's mad.
Yeah.
The head coach is mad. The fans are mad. It doesn't matter what with this team. Someone's always mad about something.
Yeah.
I don't get it. So at this point, I hope they lose to the Raiders.
Yeah. Howie did
it
really
again. Funny. So
Howie did it again.
That's all I got.
Yeah, at those odds I do like it, but I've just the Raiders are just so uninspiring.
They're terrible. They're bad.
I literally turn on their game and then I don't remember the last time I watched a full. I sat through a full game. I salute you for betting on it though.
Yeah,
I have them to cover, so I mean I have some faith in them. But
yeah.
I'm taking their money line, Shane. After we just start talking about it,
when you have a
we
chance to pick Kenny Pickett in a revenge
Yeah.
game, you have to do it.
I hope he pulls out his little fake slide and runs it in.
Fake slides gets absolutely fucking
yeah. All right, Jake, what do you got for your underdog this week?
I'm going with the Chargers money line.
That was the one that I was going to do if I didn't do the Raiders.
I don't get why the odds are the way they are on this game.
Yeah.
I understand that it's hard to bet against the Chiefs at home, especially against divisional opponents like this. But the Chiefs, I'm fully off of being afraid to bet against the Chiefs because I've done it like 3 times in a row now, and it's worked every time.
Yeah,
that was the most like uninspiring game that they played.
Yeah,
last Sunday against Houston. They don't, and they're already eliminated in the division. Like this, they're going to finish 3rd in the division. I mean, the Chargers and Broncos have just passed them by. I'm going to take the Chargers are just a better team. I'm going to take them at plus 190.
Yeah,
I just feel like I have to.
Not only are they the better team, but they're the better team with approximately 0 competent offensive linemen playing.
Yeah.
The amount of times in that Eagles game that Justin Herbert had a dude running right in his face, unabated to the quarterback. I'm like, there's no way Justin Herbert doesn't know that that guy's coming. There's no way he didn't do something to fix that, and they just didn't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that. Like, Nakobe Dean had like a generational linebacker blitzing performance because he was either not blocked by anyone or he was running through the face of a rookie running back because he can't block him. And they just thought that was okay.
Like, they won.
Bradley Bozeman might have like 7 IQ points left at this point. I don't know what's going on with him. He needs to figure something out. Like, I don't know. So, but yeah, I do think they're still just better.
Yeah. I think it's over for the Chiefs this time.
Yeah. They need a reset in a lot of ways.
This is the game. I think this is the game. If they lose this game, it's over this season for them, I think. So, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get into our parlays this week for the NFL. Obviously, I just had my 3 picks. Nothing too exciting. Patriots money line plus 100, over 54.5 in the Lions-Rams game at minus 120, and Seahawks minus 13.5 against the Colts at minus 115. If you take all 3 of those together, you're at plus 585. So nothing too crazy this week, but
all right. I have my picks already mentioned. So Bucks minus 4.5, Patriots money line, and the Raiders money line. I also have the Chargers money line as well, Jake. So like I said, I do have that on here, and I have the Packers minus 2.5, the Broncos, because I think the Broncos are a little bit fraudulent.
Yes,
just a little bit.
Yeah,
mostly because again, I think that their quarterback is weird.
Yeah, and it's still Toyota time.
I'm not going to say bad.
Oh, true.
But he's weird.
Yeah.
And that frustrates me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Toyota-thon theory worked.
Dude, the Toyota-thon is real. I'm sorry. It just is. Like, people have to get on the train of the Toyota-thon. I'm pretty sure – I want to pull this up because if I remember correctly, last week – let me pull it up. Talking about the Broncos again. First of all, they're incapable of beating anybody by any amount of points except for 7, which is funny. What was Bo Nick's stats last week? It was
probably like 0 for 4 in the first half, and then like
no, it was dumber than that. It was something else. It was Broncos Raiders. Yeah, again, they beat this Raiders team by 7 points, which whatever. Threw 38 passes. Completed 31 of them, but for only 212 yards.
What?
He was also sacked 3 times, which is funny because he doesn't get sacked really because his line.
That stat sounds like he has a whole wide receiver core of Tyler Lockett.
He kind of does.
Like they all just caught it and dropped to the ground.
There was one player who had more than 10 yards per catch, and it was Cortland Sutton. Everyone else averaged less than 10 yards per reception. Little Jordan Humphrey caught 3 passes. Shout out him. RJ Harvey is now the focal point of the offense, just like I suspected would happen, and that's cool for me, I guess. Troy Franklin continues to be mid. Shout out Dalton for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, frankly, they got a punt return touchdown in this game, which means theoretically they might have not beat the team in regulation last week. What am I supposed to say about that?
Yeah, I get it.
So, frankly, I think the Packers are just better than them, and the Broncos will still probably win somehow, but it'll be stupid.
Yeah.
So, but I had to pick it. All that together, those plus 14,901 thanks to that hefty plus 640
nice.
by Raiders. Money lines.
I like it.
That's
you don't have to worry about that. Like
no, I got that.
Yeah, that one's in the bag already.
Finney's got me. He never got me with the Steelers, but he got me.
Hayes in the barn on that one. Yeah. You got that one.
There you
go. I also took the Packers minus 2.5. Yeah. I just think they're more of I think they're less fraudulent than Denver.
Yeah.
I had the Steelers minus 3.5, Patriots plus 100 money line, Raiders plus 11.5, Chargers money line at plus 190, and then I did also take the Bengals money line at plus 124, just because the Ravens are bad.
Bury that, dude. I desperately need the Ravens to be buried, so that way I don't have to have the Week 18 conversation. I simply can't do it. I don't want it to come down to that. I can't do it.
Yeah.
The Ravens' schedule though,
it's hard.
So, I honestly don't. I don't think they get to 8 wins this year. I think they're going to be like 7.
I hope so.
They have some tough.
Yeah.
They have the Bengals, who they just lost to. And then they have the Packers, the Patriots, and then the Steelers again. I don't see them winning any of those games. But anyways, yeah, Bengals money line at plus 124, playing better with Joe Burrow back. So those 6 come out to plus 9,310. So not quite as healthy as Shane's, but
that plus 640 does a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yeah, I'm missing that Raiders money line.
Yeah, just go ahead and throw it in there, man.
If I was to do that instead of their spread, it would. Oh my God!
It would. Yeah.
So if I do the Raiders money line instead of the plus 11.5, it goes to plus 35,560.
Yeah, there you go.
So $5 would pay 1,778.
Hell yeah, dude.
You're hot right now. That's all I'm saying. You're on streak right now.
Yeah.
But all right. Anyone else got any bets for tonight or for this week they want to go over? No. All right. Touchdown parlay was just a mess last week.
Yeah, I didn't post it. It felt the vibe was bad.
Dude, Emeka Ibuka is just falling off a cliff. My freaking future for him for offensive years.
It was looking really good for about 6 weeks, and then stuff happened.
Yeah.
Frankly, the Buccaneers just cratered as a team. It's not even his fault overall. It's just they're just not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. But we'll try again. We'll get something cooked up.
I'll post this one.
We'll post this touchdown parlay. Yeah, we'll see who we put together here in a few minutes after the show and see if we want to post this one. But we will be getting that together after the show, so be on the lookout for that. We do appreciate you guys watching. Next week, obviously, we'll have the first round of college football playoffs. We'll be betting on so. Be tuned in for that. Then week 16 NFL, we're going to have some more mental gymnastics of what teams need to do to get into the playoffs and all that, the fun time of year for NFL fans. So be on the lookout. We appreciate you guys watching tonight. See you next week, 9